So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about why you're always the needy one in the relationships. Why you're the one who's always consistently chasing, and why men are easily see that as a sign of weakness, and as a result, will control you. Something about human nature is this, okay? Humans are always looking out for the weak. They're always looking out for, you're always sensing for weakness. The second thing is when humans are more adapt to attack those who are weak. Why? Because of the third law of human nature, which is we cannot say no to an easy victory. Consistently, we are always emanating signals to people. It's up to them to decipher what those signals mean. A guy who is a manipulator is consistently looking and trying to smell signs of a weak victim, right? And in this case, if you're the woman who's consistently afraid, the other thing is that the way that people control you is through one simple thing: fear. Because fear is what limits your options, not because they're not there, but because you're not willing to go into the unknown. You are afraid of what would happen if you take control of your life, because you don't know, you never had the experience, or at least your people in your life never gave you the opportunity to learn how to be self-sustaining because of their own fear. You see what I'm saying? So it's essentially the fear of being alone. When you think of yourself being alone, it's not that you're gonna feel the fear of somebody killing you, no. But the fear in this case is the discomfort. You don't want to face that experience of having to be alone and fend for yourself. So what do? You rather than facing yourself, facing reality, seeing your weaknesses and looking at your strength and not focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you have and optimizing that, because that's how you learn to be efficient, you delegate that power to somebody else. Is that if you're with someone and when the moment they feel needy and they know that they have all the power, what do? They try to put you down. How does this happen? They're looking for signals of fear, so they know what you fear. You fear being alone? Okay, so then they attack you that. They threaten leaving you. You fear not being financially stable? Then they threaten to kick you out. You see, whatever you fear the most, they use against you. So what is the key to not being controlled? It's not about actually, first of all, what you have to do is you got to have a grand vision for your life. You got to think many, many years ahead. Start planning your life right now, right? And the reason why is because if you don't plan your life out, that means you won't have the initiative to actually take control of your life. The reason why you're not planning your life out is because of fear. And the reason why you're depending on him is because you don't have a plan for yourself that's based on your actions. So you got to stop being a little bitch about this and actually man up. Right? Man up and say, I gotta take control of my life. Because in order for you to get out of that cycle is to be fearless. You have to not give a fuck that you're gonna be alone, because you know damn well you got the faculties to protect you and to give you the energy, the creativity and the tenacity to overcome it. But if you never have experienced that, then you're never really gonna challenge yourself, because you don't know the power that you really have. So what you have to do is begin seeing what's in front of you. Begin seeing the illusions from the facts. Begin seeing examples of your life of women who overcame what you currently are in right now. And begin facing your fears little by little, little by little. It doesn't have to be the big fears. Just focus on whatever fear kind of troubles you and face it. Just so that you can feel the adrenaline rush of overcoming your fears. Why? Your brain does things when you feed it adrenaline. It raises its capacity, at least for the meantime. But that imprint that your mind experiences, for that momentary imprint of, wow, I overcame this, almost becomes like a drug, to the point that you want to face more fears. But in order for you to actually get to that point, you actually have to endure pain, endure experiencing that fear, have to think your way through using your faculties, have to use your creative energy, right? And there's books about that and overcoming it. Little by little. For me, it was playing basketball. I learned how to shoot. I practiced shooting basketball for like a couple months, and I actually got good at it. That got me the confidence to actually learn how to approach women, because I say, if I could learn basketball, and I doubted myself, I could learn how to approach women. Then I expanded to myself to learning how to earn money and earning a living. I said to myself, if I could learn how to pick up women, which is a fucking shit most guys will never learn, I have to. I'm able to do this. See, it grows, it expands upon each other, right? And so what you have to do is just build your confidence up little by little, because your confidence was diminished little by little, year by year. So essentially, overcoming dependency of a guy is becoming more dependent on yourself. And in order for you to become dependent on yourself, you actually consistently have to challenge yourself. But most women don't want to challenge themselves because the opportunity to give everything up just to be with a guy because it's such an easy thing. Look, let me tell you something, man. The opportunity, if somebody gives you free money or free housing just for you to chill out, there's not a lot of initiative to actually work on yourself, and that's the truth, man. Look at, and it sounds sexist. Fuck you if you think it sounds sexist. Look beneath the surface. What I'm saying is that as guys, we're not given this opportunity. We don't have a nice ass. Well, maybe some guys. I'm doing squats, okay? I'm doing squats, so it's actually looking nice. People have told me. I check women not checking me out in the train. They look at me, you know. Anyways, most guys don't have their physical. Their value don't come from their physical beauty. You see. And that's a trap because their physical beauty is for women is only temporary. Not temporary, but relatively speaking to the whole lives, it's temporary. It's very short. Wow, like you're young, like in the 20s, hot and sexy. Like that's like the prime. Let's not deny that, okay? But the truth is that hinders you because you have so many opportunities to be lazy. Most guys are in the death ground. They gotta do this because that's how they're judged. So they gotta work on things. So they have that in their minds, right? But when you have no initiative, then when you have no danger laying ahead of you, you get lazy. So that's why you gotta put yourself. You gotta put yourself in the death ground. Learn how to be dependent upon yourself. Rather than going into a relationship, which is such an easy thing to do. Most guys don't have that opportunity. Most guys don't have the opportunity to say, shit is going bad, let me get a girlfriend. No, you gotta work to get a girlfriend or get lucky. So what do most guys do? Then they either get more vain or they focus on themselves. They transmute that energy, that neediness into working on themselves. See? And that's what I want you to do. I want you, this is the thing is that for most women, as you grow older, and people in general, as you grow older, those things that once got you self-esteem don't give you that because they don't want to give it to you. They have chosen somebody else, somebody younger, somebody better, somebody just better than you. So that energy of you either get more panicky and explode in neediness, or you redirect that energy inside. And that redirection comes through the observation of your pain that you've been avoiding your whole life. And that self-sustaining is not going to come through having things, having money, even though that's good, right? Being able to prove to yourself that you're able to sustain yourself financially, but also physically and spiritually and emotionally. Knowing that without the guy that you can really be happy. Once you get to that point, you're fearless. I'm telling you. Fearlessness doesn't come from having having something physically to depend on, but being able to know that if things go wrong, you're still going to be at an equilibrium. Or at least if things go wrong and you lose your balance, the act of losing your balance and then regaining it will strengthen you. I'm telling you, man, you can never lose with this. You can never lose, all right? You can never lose. And it is, again, I do show you guys tactics in the last video on how to not get manipulated, but this is more about the spiritual aspect of it. You see what I'm saying? This is stuff that I'm going to be talking about in my upcoming course, the Psychological Game of Attraction, coming out March 1st. I'm doubtful to be able to put it out that early because it looks like it's a lot of material, a lot of hours of material, and so I'm getting to see, right? But essentially, I'm going to be talking about manipulation, how to identify manipulation, how to train your brain so that you apply these powerful tactics that I'm going to teach you so that they don't change it, because these tactics are so powerful that even if you apply it in someone, they're gonna change you too. So I show you how to insulate yourself so that you don't become, it doesn't change you. I also will show you the step-by-step process, how to create interest, how to create desire, how to create obsession, how to make the guy lose interest. You see, it's pretty much, it's the course that most coaches wouldn't dare putting out because it's so dark and cynical and yet so attractive, because it's gonna really make the change that you really want from the guy. I'm telling you, this is like some powerful shit. Anyways, if you guys need one-on-one coaching, you guys know where to find me. Go to the link below. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation. without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.